Andrew McCart, iFLTV, delighted as always to be joined by Mr. Spencer Fearon himself. Spencer, I said it before I pushed record, and I'll say it again. Happy belated birthday, my brother. I hope it was a
Thank
good one.
I'm good. I'm good. I thought you was out there.
No. I went to Monaco. Last year. I went for the Joshua Wallen fight, and I got back Christmas Day at 1:30 in the morning. It was just too tight. We're having three kids as well. It kind of ruins your Christmas a wee bit because it's just too tight to Christmas. So, um, I wish I was out there. Don't get me wrong. I wish I was out there. Um, what an event it was. I mean, we can talk about the undercard and Moses Itauma and Johnny Fisher, Dave Allen, and Ishmael Davis stepping up against Boacek and McGregor Lowe, McGrail Edwards. I mean, it was a great card from top to bottom. But Spencer, I want to get your thoughts on the main event: Tyson Fury versus Usyk. Um, people are saying the right man won again in Usyk, but there's actually some people that are saying in Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn, and Anthony Joshua only gave it around to Usyk, saying it was a lot closer fight. Do you agree?
It was a closer fight than the wide scoring. What did they have it? They had it what?
I think every judge had it 116, 112.
No, that's ridiculous. But it is ridiculous. But at least the humanistic judges had it better than the AR scorecard. Do you know what I mean? That AR score, the AR scoring, AI, sorry, AR, and the AI scoring had a virus. Do you know what I mean? A real bad, I don't know what kind of virus that it had. Do you know what I mean? It needs to take the flu jab because that was ridiculous scoring, I swear to you. What was that all about? You know?
You're not a fan then?
No, not at all.
I think you like the human element. Like I think Tyson Fury said it best. Keep the human, the emotions, the human aspect of it, because that's why we talk. There's talking points to
You
it.
know what? I'm gonna be real with you. When I saw the AR scoring, yeah, I thought the person that wrote the program was Ian John Lewis. Now I'm joking. Now he is my friend, you know. So I'm joking.
It was a joke. Listen, a joke. If you can't laugh at yourself, then what can you laugh at? Yeah, but the
Exactly.
fight itself, Spencer, what did you make of it?
Great fight. Um, just you know what? You know what I like? I like the fact that the casuals are appreciating boxing skill, right? Because Usyk's boxing skill isn't, wow, my goodness gracious. Do you see it's subtle brilliance that he
Mm.
continually does, and it's interrelatable, it's understandable, and you could see what he was doing, right? But let's not take nothing away from Tyson Fury, right? Because that kid Luke Tyson Fury really surprised a lot of people with the tactics. I love the fact that how he was administering the jab. I like the fact that he was throwing the jab from an open hand paw, you know what I mean? And then flicking it out. And then by the time it gets to the destination, he'll clinch the knuckle. Real guys know that. That's an old Larry Holmes trick.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And Tyson was superb in there. Let's not be twisted. Let's not pull it as is. Tyson Fury was excellent in there. But Alexander Alexander Usyk does these subtle pieces of brilliance, and then he makes it so interrelatable because you'll grit it out as well. So it's interrelatable and it's very understandable. What he's such a good fighter. He's such a good fighter.
A lot was made of that Tyson Fury's right uppercut going into this fight, and I think the first time I saw Tyson throw it was round eight. Um, it can be, what did you make of that? Were you one of them ones that were looking at this fight and saying if Tyson, that was the shot, Tyson throw it as often as you can and as early as you can?
No,
Oh.
because you're dealing with a man with immense IQ. So if he'd have come out there guns blazing to be throwing the right uppercut, you know what I mean? It would have been blocked. Do you know what I mean? It would have been blocked in so many different ways. It could be blocked like this, from the side swivel off. It would have been blocked. He had to disguise it. And the thing about it is this, for a man of Tyson Fury's size, he's very quick, right? He's very quick. And, you know, I'm glad that he didn't try to throw that uppercut early because when you do throw the uppercut, especially the right uppercut, as you're throwing the right uppercut from a southpaw position, right, it leaves yourself open to get countered with the left hook. Do you know what I mean? Right, with a backhand left hook from a southpaw. And you know what? Like I'm saying, all credit in the world should be given to both men. It was a really good fight. I would like to see that fight again because it was so good. It was a very entertaining fight. Usyk is the man. Just call it as it is. You know what I mean? I think if the scoring wasn't so wide, then we wouldn't be screaming robbery, right? I'm just going to be totally honest. There was an argument to say I saw this fight 115, 113 to either man, right? But the one that was more domineering and was more poker face when they were under attack was Oleksandr Usyk. And that could leave the impression on the judges, right? But the thing what impregnated the judges' mindset more than anything is like, even when Usyk was losing a round, he'd try to stick it on you in the last bits, and then he'll come big in the next round. And that's, to me, what made the difference. Like, there was certain times when, with Tyson Fury, there were sustained attacks, but they wasn't regular enough. When Usyk did the sustained attack, you knew, you know what's going on here? And you can also hear the thudding of the punches from Usyk. So, you know what I mean? When Tyson Fury's got every right to believe that he won that fight. I'm not going to lie to you. Every right to, right? Because you're in there, you're fighting, right? And you think, yeah, I've got this, I just think if you'd have upped it a little bit in there, you know what I mean? And putting a little bit more burst in there, then, yeah. Because there were certain times where Tyson Fury would throw a flurry, he'd throw shots, but it would grab Usyk, yeah? I don't think that was a game plan to lean on him and to wear him out. It was more to grab him to say, right, let me just hold you now because I know you're going to fire back at me, right? So there didn't seem major comfortability in there, right? We knew that it wasn't going to be major comfortability for Oleksandr Usyk because Oleksandr Usyk is a smaller man, he gave away 3 stone, right? And because of that, even more so, you got to salute Oleksandr Usyk. Which man gives away 3 stone against a man of Tyson Fury's capabilities? And we see that Tyson Fury can also box and he can hit with it as well, and he's a big unit. So, you know, I think it was the right decision. I think Usyk won the fight. A lot of people, and I think it's a lot of people in the UK, he won the fight. No, it was a close fight. It was close. It was close. But I think the overall picture, you slightly lean towards Oleksandr Usyk because of the body language, because of how he gauges stuff. And he knows, right, well, this time I've got to switch on. Those are the things that he kind of old man Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury has incredible IQ. So if Tyson Fury has incredible IQ, what does that say about Oleksandr Usyk?
Well, that is the question. I suppose I'll ask you that question. What does that say about Oleksandr Usyk? Is he an all-time great then?
Of course he is. Look, when you take a scalp of somebody, you're not just taking their scalp, yeah? Especially with someone, Tyson Fury's not past peak. Tyson Fury's not exactly at the height of but he's at his height of popularity, right? Tyson Fury's beating good men, right? And Dylan White's a good fighter. You know what I mean? He beat Dylan quite easily. And it was quite easily. Kind of played with him, then knocked him out. Right? He beat Klitschko. He's had 3 fights with Deontay Wilder, even though one of them was a draw, but let's be realistic, he even won that one. Right? So when you beat a guy, you take their scalps. Right? He beat a very good Anthony Joshua. So he beat Anthony Joshua, you also take their scalps. Think about it. Look at the guy Joshua beating. Anthony Joshua beating Parker, who is the most reinvented fighter in the world today. Right? And the next thing, who gave the microphone to Daniel Dubois? No. I'm going to be real. Seriously. Don't. Everyone thinks I've got knock against Daniel Dubois. I actually like Daniel Dubois a lot. Right? My rift is never with him. He's never done me no wrong. Right? Daniel Dubois, do not overlook Joseph Parker. You're going in there saying you want a rematch, you want this and that, and all the rest of it. Whoever put him up to that, that wasn't your moment, my friend. Right? I know he's got a new business manager, Riz Khan, or even maybe Frank Warren, but no, that's not Daniel Dubois. You know what I mean? And you can even see Daniel Dubois he didn't even feel comfortable in there. Like, you kind of ditch yourself there. Let's call it as it is. And you can see Adi Oladipo was like, bro, come on, man. You can see that. You can see that. He shouldn't have said, he should have left it. Don't overlook Joseph Parker. Let me tell you this. Joseph Parker is new and improved. He's like Domestos. So you carry on. Don't overlook that boy, you know. Do not overlook John. And I know you got this newfound confidence because you beat Andy Joshua and all the rest of it. I'm telling you, do not overlook Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker is very good, especially now that he's properly linked up with Andy Lee. Do not overlook him. You've been making a terrible mistake.
That brings me on then. Who's next for either fighter? I spoke to a couple of people saying Usyk retire. You've completed it now. There's nobody out there that can really take your crown in Usyk. But for Tyson Fury, you mentioned you want to see it again, the trilogy. But does the Anthony Joshua versus Fury fight interest you next? Or do you think the trilogy makes more sense right now?
Let's go back to the 70s, right? Where good fighters would fight each other in non-title fights, but make a lot of money fighting each other. We used to see that quite regularly. They were great fighters. You know what I mean? Ernie Shavers fighting Ken Norton. It weren't for no title. You know what I mean? In fact, Ernie Shavers' first fight with Larry Holmes, that weren't for no title. You know? George Hall, Ron Lau, which is one of the most tremendous heavyweight fights ever, right? That weren't for no fight. That weren't for no title. So it's not like these things can't happen. Like, it can't happen. And like, oh, well, because you lost to him and you're not the champ. Doesn't matter. Because what I'm trying to say is, like, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury should still end up fighting each other. Just to end the debate, like, who of this era was the best out of Britain? You know what I mean? I'd still like to see it. And that's also down to Anthony Joshua if he's got desire to fight anymore. Do you know what I mean? We don't know where your confidence is after getting, and it was a beating against Daniel Dubois. You know what I mean? But if he's mentally astute enough, I think they should make that fight. I think he should have one warm-up and then make his fight with him and Tyson Fury. But I want to see Tyson Fury back in with Oleksandr Usyk because I'm going to be real. I had it 2 rounds to Usyk, but it was that close. Do you know what I mean? And it's subjective 2 rounds. We don't know. I did a watch along yesterday with Tundi, so we don't know. And because we don't know, that's what makes everything really, really interesting. But I would like to see that trilogy because you know what? It was very, very close, man.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same bracket as you, Spencer. But I do want to go down the undercard a little bit here. Now, I'm guessing you're big and you're high on young Moses Itauma. I mean, 19 years old, what he's doing right now. Have you seen a fighter like him since Mike Tyson?
In the heavyweight division?
In the heavyweight division, yes, sorry, yes.
No.
As young and as powerful, explosive.
No, I haven't. And the thing is this, what I like about him, and I'm going to be real, right? When Mike Tyson was on the come up, and I watched all of Mike Tyson, I think it's also big up Turkey Al Sheikh for buying the Ring magazine, right? Because I remember the cover of the Ring magazine in 1985 with Mike Tyson on it, right? And it was like, in fact, if I was to go dig up somewhere in a garage, I reckon I could still find that Ring magazine, right? And he was the Dynamite Kid. That's what they call him, Mike Tyson at that time, right? When he was under the tree. I think he was 13-0 at the time, 13 KOs. The difference with Moses Itauma, his amateur pedigree was incredible, right? And Mike Tyson on the come up was fighting small cruiserweights. That's what he's doing. He's fighting small cruiserweights or tiny heavyweights. On the come up was actually incredible how they built him up. Don't get twisted, because he became heavyweight champion at 20 years old, November of 1986, when he knocks out Trevor Burbank. I keep on telling people at 20 years old, you can't even pee straight. So what Mike Tyson did then was incredible. I haven't seen nobody as good as that for a young man in the heavyweight division since Mike Tyson. And I'm going to be real. What I saw yesterday in knocking out McKeon, who's no Muppet, in one round, possibly, and I may get stick for this, what I've seen so far, at this time now, Moses Itauma could be better than Mike Tyson. I've said it. He's a southpaw as well, right? His IQ level is immense. It's not just brute aggression, it's technicalities mixed with brute aggression. You know what I mean? He sets up shots, he sets up power shots to knock you out. I think that right now, Moses Itauma, what I'm seeing, could be better than that Mike Tyson that we saw on the come up. Not Mike Tyson that fought Trevor Burbank, though. That was incredible. But on the come up, maybe so.
Listen, I'm not going to I'm not going to say you're going to get stick for that, because I still look at Moses Itauma and I'm still looking at his frame and thinking, you've still not got your man frame. Does that make sense? His shoulders are still his back. He's still,
Especially, right?
yeah, he still looks a little bit like there's more to come in terms of strength, size, his shoulders, his back. I mean, he's
I
only
mean,
19 years old, so if there's more to come, it's scary.
his dad and his mum, when he boxed last year out in Saudi, right? And I'll tell you a secret, yeah? Eat some pounded yam, right? And a goosey. I'm telling you. Because he's Nigerian, well, his dad's Nigerian. So look, just call it as it is. Francis Warren ain't letting that boy out of his sight. Trust me, he's not going to let him out of his sight. Matter of fact, I heard that when he was sleeping in his room, Francis Warren was at the end of the bed with a pillow. Because I'm telling you that he's going to blow. He's going to blow. Trust me. He's gonna blow. And I'm actually happy for Francis as well, man. He's good people, man. Me and him get on right. Really, really, really good fighter, man. Incredible fighter. You know what I mean? And look how he sets up shots. And he's a southpaw that don't look like an awkward southpaw.
Comes to fight. No, I agree, and it's exciting times. And when you look at the heavyweight division, there is, when we talk about Usyk and Fury and Joshua and all these guys, they're late 30s now, so we're needing this young crop coming through. And Moses Itauma, if he keeps doing what he's doing, he's definitely going to maybe lead that charge in the near future.
I believe so.
Well, that brings me on to Johnny Fisher, because he's young, up and coming heavyweight. He had a tough test against Dave Allen. I would say 99%, maybe even more.
Right? And he's that they're really nice people and they're good people, right? But you didn't win that fight yesterday, bro. Sorry, you didn't win that fight. And I only saw it. And for the power of the zone, may I say a massive big up to Alan Smith. I really enjoyed him being back on commentary for big fights. Hasn't been the same without him. Seriously, he was really good. Adam Smith was really good last night. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was glad to see him back in that position. And do you know what I mean? And it's nice to also see a cancer conqueror instead of a cancer victim. You know what I mean? So that's good to see Adam Smith doing his stuff. That was nice to see. But no, sorry. Johnny Fisher only had about 4 amateur fights, right? At uni.
Yeah, about that. It wasn't many, yeah.
Right. Do you know what I mean? And that was a good fight for you to be up against Dave Allen. But the nice thing is this, I'm glad that Dave Allen is now really starting to believe in himself. And I hope that even though this setback of last night doesn't hinder you from saying that you want to keep on coming and keep on fighting. Because before you had a lot of personal problems and personal demons and highlighted that we knew about. And I think now we can look at it and be, I'm happy for him, you know. He fought a really good technical fight. He was doing some James Toney stuff in there. Do you know what I mean? He's shouldering and rolling and all of that. And I'm saying fair play to you. You won that fight, but there's a lot of experience that Johnny Fisher can take from that. You know what I mean? And try and rebuild. And I know Johnny Fisher's an honourable man. And I know Johnny Fisher would want to give him a rematch, and I hope that he does give him a rematch.
I think I saw. I like what Big John said to Dave Allen when he came out the ring. He said, "You nicked it." So Big John was honest when
Yeah.
Dave Allen got out the ring, and I like that from the Fishers. They're, like you said, they're good people. They're honest people.
They're honest. They're honest. Listen to me. They're not going to be hyping about this and all the rest of it. Do you know what I mean? But you know what?
Mm.
If you go through history, this is always like a kid on the come up against a guy who's also ran. The kid on the come up is going to get the decision. This is just how it goes. You know what I mean? But if you're a decent man, you know what I mean? If you're a decent man, you would you'd give him a rematch.
Definitely. What did you make of the undercard, all the other fights? I mean, I was enjoying myself last night because I thought every fight on the undercard, maybe bar the Lapin and the is it Chusnik, whatever his name was, and then we got into Peter McGrail and Edwards, great fight. McGregor Lowe, great fight. Boacek and Ishmael Davis, great
You
fight.
know what? I didn't see the McGregor fight. What happened in that fight? I didn't see it.
Just McGregor won. Isaac Lowe got two points deducted, I believe, because his gum shield came out like 7, 8 times. But I think that Lee McGregor won the fight even without them point deductions. He was landing the cleaner shots. Lead right uppercut was good as Isaac Lowe was coming in. So it was a good fight, man. I mean, Isaac Lowe, I'll tell you one thing though, Spence, last night, man, when his gum shield came out, he's like that, forget it, I don't need it. He was wanting to box on with no gum shield. He's got a set of nuts on him, so he has.
Listen, Isaac knows good people, man. He's good. He's good people. So is Lee McGregor. You know what I mean? But Isaac knows good people. I'm glad that he's getting his opportunities because he gets to feed his family. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it is what it is. But Boacek, right?
Scary dude.
He is, and you know what? And I was watching the fight, and then like well, sorry, I was listening to the fight while I was driving home, right? And as I, and as I was driving home, yeah, I was listening to the fight. I said,
I thought you have your phone like
nah. Right. So I listened to the fight, and then it cut out. So then I rang Tunde, and he gave me a running commentary of the fight. And I was saying, Tunde, I think like Ishmael Davis could kind of nick this because Boacek comes to fight you, right? He's not going to hit and hop it. And if you know anything about Ishmael Davis' story, it's a fantastic story. He was in jail, come out, having turned his life around. He's a physically strong man. He's a decent boxer. And he had relative success in the first 2 rounds.
Yep.
But Boacek's got a wealth of experience in just grounding down. And you know what? I'm really happy for him. He got financially rewarded well, and he can come back and do things on the domestic scene, no doubt, and we just take it from there.
Definitely. And like I say, I like Ishmael Davis. You mentioned the story there, but the fact that he took that Josh Kelly on a week's notice and then fought Boacek, who is a scary, scary operator, doesn't he give you a second off in that round? I mean, I watched him, he was just constantly on Davis. Davis landed a big, I think from the southpaw position, he just threw a big backhand and clocked him in the
Yeah,
first round. And then, you know what? I commend him, man, because I like the fight. Even Reece Edwards as well for McGrail. These fighters took these fights on weeks' notice. It's testament to just staying in the gym, stay ready, stay fit, live the life, and that phone can go and you can change your life.
exactly. And if you don't believe me, ask Steve Robinson, the former WBO featherweight champion of the world.
Mm. Stay ready, as they say.
Come on, man.
Definitely. Listen, Spencer, I honestly, I mean this, I always enjoy speaking to you. I honestly love talking boxing with you. Hopefully, I'll see you in the new year at a show or something like that in the near future.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
And may I also say a massive big up to Almadina 313, a massive big up to Roy Jones, Arthur Beterbiev, because was it 2 weeks ago now? We did those charity tour dinners where we raised a lot of money for widows and orphans. And subsequently, as we've just done that, Floyd Mayweather decides to come to London. And as you saw what happened to Floyd when he come to London, they got chased out of Hatton Gardens. I found that quite funny, to tell the honest truth. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to tell to everyone, Floyd Mayweather, choose the side of righteousness, my friend. How about that one? Do you know what I mean? Choose the side of righteousness, not the side of money. You know what I mean? You got enough money. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping this thing 100. How about that one? You know what I mean? And you know me, I'm not afraid to speak my mind, right? When we turn around and say that charity first begins at home, right? Your home is your global communal family. We have a global communal family that we're meant to help. We're not just helping one set of people or this set of people. We're only going to help this person because they're Muslim. We're only going to help this person because they're Jewish. We're only going to help this person because they're black. We're only going to help that person. No, you help everybody. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep this thing totally 100. And also, Floyd Mayweather, I remember when you said, like, why should I be doing things for Africa? What has Africa done for me? Right? I didn't make up the terminology African American. Do you know what I mean? And you don't go by that. You say, I'm not, don't any of those kind of things, but I'm just an American. Yeah? You think so? You know what I mean? When will reality hit on these people? You know what I mean? I have nothing but love and respect for you, what you've done as a fighter. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you the truth. You got run out of Hatton Gardens, mate. You know what I mean? You got run out of Hatton Gardens, right? Because you have decided to be on the wrong side of history. And on that note, my friend, I say peace, 2 fingers, and I'm out. Take care. God bless, bro.
Peace, Spencer. Speak to you soon, brother.